Hello, crafty friends. Welcome to my craft room. I'm Yvonne with Jour, On My Mind, Journaling, and More. And I am still trying to get things glued down in my August signature. We did these pages together, I believe the 18th and the 19th. I started to work on this by myself, and I was like, I'm just going to record it just as I go, because I'm kind of pushing through this quickly to get things done. So I did put this page together. I like how it looks. There wasn't a whole lot going on this day, so this is plenty of room to jot down the few things that happened. This morning, I'm in a struggle here because it's already like the first full week in September, and I hadn't even made my signature. So this morning I did spend some time putting together a signature and kind of putting together some things that I had saved for September. So it was a lot of fun. I have been saving a lot of magazine pages, and I should have probably recorded this, but I'm crunched for time. And so I did like some collaging with magazine pages and all kinds of things that I have. I have a bucket of just kind of random papers. And so this is the conglomerate of what I came up with for September. And I glued this down. This is in a magazine image, and it says to remind me. So this is a good reminder for myself. I tell you all the time, I'm not an artist, and I'm really not a very good journaler, but I truly enjoy this art junk style journal. I've done this for a couple of years now, and I have been sticking with it. Even on these times when I feel so far behind. It says you don't have to be good at something to enjoy it. So if you're even considering doing something like this, remember that. It's not perfect. It's just kind of therapeutic. It's whatever is happening throughout your day. It could be gum wrappers that you're gluing down and writing about. Well, for me, I can't chew gum, so if I bought gum, I would be writing about, I can't believe I bought gum and now my jaw hurts. So anyway, I've stuck some cards in here. This is the insert from a frame that I purchased, and the back of that is plain. So another magazine image that I may use. I had been saving this. This is the Cincinnati Bridge, Kentucky and Ohio. And I had envisioned this past trip. The first weekend in September, I was supposed to go to Indianapolis, and I was contemplating taking this drive to go see my dad, who is buried in Ohio. I can't remember the name of the cemetery, but it's a beautiful cemetery. I found it on the last trip when I was literally right in this area, and I wanted to go back, but needless to say, with COVID, I canceled that trip. So I may still use the image and write about the fact that I canceled it. This is literally a Subway wrapper. We tend to eat a lot of Subway. It's like our go-to when we're on the run, or even when we're heading down to the camper. So this will count as one page. I figured I needed something sturdier to back that with just in case. So this is an extra page. Here's a bag from a Build-A-Bear. When we went to Build-A-Bear earlier in this year. Here's the same concept where I skipped a page. not much happening here other than this is jelly printing that I did a while ago. Not really crazy about the colors, but if I'm going to use it, this would be the month to use it, in September. It's kind of greenish with a little bit of gold in it. And then I may use that image, some tea-dyed paper. Here's another magazine that I pieced together. Oops, I have the fan on again. For some reason it's getting very hot in here. So I love these colors. It says Day at the Orchard. One of my bucket list items is to go apple picking. So hopefully we can get that done. I backed this as a magazine, so on the back side of that was wording. I backed that with a gift bag. I think that's just beautiful. Here's another magazine page, and these are just, I kept these words because this is types of apples, apples to apples. Did some lace and some mulberry paper behind it. So it was fun putting this together. This will be the center. I had to piece this page together to get it to fit properly. So it's a poem, sit quietly under a canopy of gold, in the sweeping stillness, only time to behold, where fall whispers its rustles of change, embracing what is whole through the act of letting go. So that will be in the center because I didn't want to split up the poem. Some more apples on the back of this magazine. I just put another magazine, more apples, acres of space to take pause and tune in to the best of the season. This is another magazine image. September. I don't know that we'll make it to any fairs, but usually around here, September, we have a lot of festivals. There is one that I always go to, but that's in October. More apples. So that's the theme for September for me. And this is just the back side of that. So at least I do have my September signature put together, but I do want to kind of push through August and get that kind of as far along as I can. And so I'm just going to keep on moving. Off to my left, I had all this stuff in a bucket, and I kind of switched it out and put some things for September into that bucket. So everything that I thought would be good for August is kind of loose over to my left. I'm not sure that is the best plan, but I may try to reach through and grab some things as we go here. All right, so the 21st is where I'm up to. And I remember putting this in, but the little Band-Aid, but I don't remember the why behind the Band-Aid. So let me see if I can read my note. Not quite sure. Let's see. Oh, okay. My granddaughter, I had the day off, and it happened to be, it is open house. There's open house. There's just some receipts. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, I recorded in the morning, and so my granddaughter kind of spent some time. She found a recipe she wanted to try, and it's called tangula, basically candied grapes on a skewer, and she wanted to make these. So after I got done recording, we made this, and so you make like a candy shell and dip these grapes into it. And I told her, I said, this candy gets really, really hot. If it gets on your fingers, you're going to get a burn like instantly. So I did the dipping of the grapes. She put them all together, and then I dipped the grapes. And lo and behold, I ended up getting my finger burned. And then after that, after we made the grapes, we had some lunch. We had some time before open house. So I went to go see one of my friends. They work at the Chamber of Commerce. And we went and we visited. They moved the Chamber of Commerce here to an old historical home. And so they're in the midst of all this. So we went to visit where she had her office set up. And we got to kind of tour the home that is still sort of under renovation. They will open it, certain rooms to the public, but we got to explore. And it was quite fun and interesting and a little bit spooky at times. So I want to read more about, that's what this is, the history of this this historical home. So, and then of course open house. My daughter at her school and my granddaughter at her new school in middle school. She was so nervous. Okay, so that's a lot. Then this is more where the other day I kind of was still feeling a little frumpy. I don't know if I'll put this on this page. Yep, we went to Walmart after we went to the chamber, the house. So we went to Walmart and I bought some eye makeup. So that's quite a lot. I have a plain background and how many stories? So there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 stories to tell on this one little page. So that means probably a tip-in. So I have nothing really to use as a tip-in unless I use I made a collage of all the little images that we took. I could tip this in and write about that. That could be one story. And then I can have the candied grapes here, an open house up here. But that's not a lot of journaling space, and there will be quite a lot to journal about here. But I'm also pressed for time. I may not even journal about my eyes, but let me see. Let me see what I can find if I want to make another tip-in. Before and after. I really do kind of want to use that. So let's see what I have over here. I knocked you, I'm sorry. You know, I've had this that I've been trying to use. No one is you, and that's your superpower. Oh, this is the back of a planner. I think it's a double flip day. And so I need something to cover this with. I don't think I have anything big enough off to my side, to my left here. Nope. I have to put something on that because the fan. And And I need something that's going to be, I can write on. Doesn't really matter. At this point, it could be anything. So I'm just going to glue it on the back side of this. It's like a tannish paper. So I'm going to glue that down, cut it out, and then I'll work on the flips. Yeah, I'm trying not to like second guess myself or spend too much time going, ooh, maybe this or maybe that. I just have to get through this journal. Not sure if there's a right way or a wrong way when it comes to this, but there we go. Probably was out of frame. I dropped my little Band-Aid. Okay. All right. Now, just cut this out. I've been looking for somewhere to use this quote for a while. Okay. Now I have this. Oh, glue is on it. Okay. And I think I want to use the eyes. Looks like I ripped it a little bit, so I'm going to try to repair that. A little. What is with my glue today? I don't know. But I gotta get a rag. Okay. Because I have glue all over my hands. Alright. So I do want to use these eyes because on this journal card I'm gonna write about my continuing feelings of feeling sort of just frumpy. I've said it before, I think that's the best word to describe it. Now where is that card? Here it is. Sorry about the cording. All right. I think I'll just put that. It's a perfect fit. It's like it's meant to be there. So, let's put some glue. Okay, story 1. And then, so this is a flip. This is going to be a flip. And so I can journal there, I can journal here. Now, I might put these back here and just I can write about the house and her grapes on the back side of this. I think the glue is on this paper, so I'm going to get rid of that. get this on the back. I have a different idea. I might make a little pocket in there out of something and be able to, I wonder if I can put this story in there. Maybe, might be too thick, but let's see. What can I make a pocket out of? Just a little, oh, I want to make a pocket out of this. So I just need some cardstock to put that on. I don't know that I have any cardstock. Let's see. Ugh, I'm going to give up on the cord and just say it's going to be in the way. All right, I have some cardstock here. I don't understand. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this out of the way because it's driving me nuts. All right, I'm going to glue this down here. Okay. And I'll leave just a little bit of that edging. Maybe. I can't remember if this fits all the way across the picture. Let's see. Now I have to cut it. So that means I have to do it on both sides. There we go. So that's going to be a little pocket. I like to round the corners. And then glue. Let me just make sure I know the top of the picture. This is the top. All right. Now I've got 2 stories here. And I said this would be a flip. And this will be a flip. And then this whole page can be about open house. That works. So my daughter is a teacher, so she actually teaches at the school she grew up in, where she went to school as a child. I don't know. Oh, I gotta get my little Band-Aid. It keeps blowing around, so I'm just gonna glue it down. I should probably turn that fan off. There we go. Let's see. sure why I kept this little note, but I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm just going to start gluing things down. This is a sticker, but I put it on wax paper. I thought I could peel it right back off. There we go. Just gonna start sticking things down. And oh no, I need to have that over more. Will it come up? Yes. There we go. Then I'll put her picture there. Now that says band camp. But I'm looking at the outfit now. No, this was this day. Okay. Because band camp was earlier in the month, but I think that's incorrect. So, here's my granddaughter. Open house. And put my daughter. Oh, but okay. It's not about being perfect, right? I do have to cut a little more off of that picture. There. Okay. I can write about my daughter. Let's get my granddaughter. Get the date down there. So now I have I'm going to get that down at the top. It is not wanting to cooperate. There, I think that's got it. Get this glued back down. And then, let's see, I have this picture. She was not wanting me to take her picture at this open house at all. Not at all. I am going to do a staple, I believe, so that I can lift this up and see what's underneath. There we go. And I can have a little journaling there, a little journaling here. Now, I want to write what these grapes are. And this is the back of an image, a photo. So, I don't know if I'll use that or not, but it's kind of interesting. I may use that. Okay, getting sidetracked. Now, I want to write what these are. And so I think the best way is for me to jot it down on something and glue it down. I have all these little bits of paper in here. Oh, this cord. Frustrating. And did I remember to charge up the wireless headphones? Of course not. Oh, of course not. I think I'm going to write this on here. So I need a marker. Let's see. Which one is going to look good? That's green. I like the green. Let's see the purple. I think I'm going to do green. And let me get this spelled right. T-A-N-G-H-U-L-A. Candied grapes. There we go. I'll get rid of this. She was so excited that I said, she came out, can we do these, make these grapes? And I think she thought my answer was going to be no, but I was like, you know what, sure. Didn't take that long. So she was excited. But oh boy, those grapes. I should not have glued down that Band-Aid, but it's okay. I'm going to put that right there. Okay. I will never remember what those grapes were called. Now, I want to do these flips. And this way and this way, I think is the way it's going to go. So, I'll come back through with washi. Let me get this one down. There. And here. And here. That's one flip. pocket. Let me see. I may try to cut this down. My drawer keeps sticking and I'm not sure why. This is the story of this building that we went and toured. So maybe if I cut it down, I can fit it in that pocket. Maybe. Okay. That's nice heavy parchment paper. Now let's see. I fold it up, down. No, it'll go in like that. Let's see. I don't think I can fold it anymore. I just don't want it to show at the top. Okay, so there's that. And then this is another flip this way. Yep. Lots of flips. I still want to see the date. There we go. And we've got a flip there and a flip here, and I should have glued the eyes on the other way. I may have to abandon this. I'm gonna make it work. Just want to turn them around so that when I flip it, you see the eyes like this. Yep. Should have thought about that. All right, I left this glue open. It is so temperamental. Here we go. Let's try. There we go. Let me get it about right there again so I cover up my mess. There. And nobody will know but me and you. That just might not work out. We'll leave it. Let me get this back in here. Yeah, that's not going to work. I'll just leave it tucked, I guess, and put a journal card or something in there. Nope. It's pretty. Yeah, okay. Got that. And that. Turn that up a little. Okay. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I got to do this in the right order. Now, let's see what kind of washi I have. This page is taking a lot longer than I thought. So I don't want to cover up the open house there. Let's flip that one up. But I want something here. Doesn't really matter, just want something there. There we go. Let's get this little ruler that I use. I like these polka dots. I don't even know where I got them, but I use them a lot. Okay. Got that, this, which I guess I better put some regular tape on that side since I can't use washi. Okay, there we go. All right, 2 flips, 1, 2. Oh, 3, because I have this as a flip too. All right, that's the 21st, and that took a lot longer than I was thinking it would. So the 22nd, I don't know what my note means. Paperwork for school, room, G's, to camper, subway, Bree to Chrissy. But I wrote room, exclamation point. Let's see if there's any. This is for the 23rd. There's nothing else. So I don't know what it means. But my daughter helped us out and gave us a night alone. And then she brought my granddaughter down to the camper the next day. Let's see what kind of journaling spot I can get. Just trying to use up what I have next to me. You deserve a treat. Let's see. You know, I'm just going to do it. There's not a lot of ephemera for that day, so I'm going to put this piece of paper there, cover up most of the band stuff. And then write about my daughter. She has really stepped up this year to help with my granddaughter, and it's been greatly appreciated because we don't get a whole lot of just adult time anymore, but that's also part of it. Okay, that was a quick page, and this is not sticking down. Try that. Okay. There we go. So the 23rd, and I think I'll just work on this page and wrap it up for today. But I do want to cover this up somehow. Let's see. some kayaking stuff. I'll have this. And I do. Okay, wait a minute now. Here we go. Because I think we went kayaking, yes. Yes, we did. So, we went kayaking. How about this? Okay. Okay. So that'll give it, all right, I want it to be glued down right there. So I'm going to start it. I will need to leave enough space at the bottom. All right. I'm going to just glue it here. I think this is only the second or third time I've been able to go kayaking this year. So it was nice to get out there in the morning. And then my granddaughter coming later in the afternoon with my daughter. Oh, hold tight. I need to trim that off. Okay. Let's see if I can turn it. Yep. Oh, turn it the other way. Probably just woke the puppy up. There we go. There's that. And this. Ooh, let me not cut the microphone wire. Okay. Got that. 24. So there's that one. And I want to find something to journal on. Like well, of course I could journal all through there. And something back behind here. Just like that would be fine. Just to break it up. Right there. Yep, I'm gonna do it. Okay. So I really only got 3 pages done today. I'm just going to continue to plug away and start September as soon as I can. I will get this picture down. We'll flip back through what I got done. Let me not glue it down upside down. Cover up the John Deere. Yeah. That. That helps the picture. I made a collage. I've been doing some collaging in Canva. And so let's get this off of the bottom. There. Oh, I need the date. Where should I put the date? I'm going to put the date at the bottom. I think every date has been at the top so far. There. Okay. Oh, that's a magazine. Sometimes these Post-its rip the magazine. Okay, so the biggest part of what I did today, I didn't glue that down all the way. I did this before I started recording. Not much going on, but I like how it turned out. And then we worked on this. This is the majority of the time. This double flip. Put this note back on. Like this. And then these 2 pages where there's not a whole lot of journaling happening. So making more progress. That brings me up to the 23rd. Almost there. Okay. I hope you're doing some journaling of your own. Are you behind? Are you catching up like me? And so I will see you next time. Bye-bye.